In an experiment, researchers gave balding men a drug that would help them create hair on their head. The individuals were not told that the drug was actually a sugar pill. The study found that 42% of the men maintained or increased the amount of hair on their head. In this case, the sugar pill is called a placebo. A placebo is a dummy treatment with no active ingredients designed so there's no physical effect on a subject. The fact that 42% increased or maintained hair growth despite not being given a real drug is called the placebo effect. Placebo effect is when subjects respond to a treatment that is a placebo. Placebos are powerful. In this next example, another study told 13 people who were very sensitive to poison ivy that the stuff being rubbed on one arm was poison ivy. It was in fact a placebo, but all 13 broke out in a rash. The stuff rubbed on the other arm was really poison ivy, but the subjects were told it was harmless, and only 2 of the 13 developed a rash. Placebos work. Since the placebo effect is so strong, it would be foolish to tell subjects in a medical experiment whether they are receiving a new drug or a placebo. It is also foolish to tell doctors and other medical personnel what each treatment the subject is receiving because it changes their expectations and they may expect certain results or treat the patients differently. Whenever possible, experiments with human subjects should be double-blind. Double-blind means that neither the subjects nor the people who work with them know which treatment each subject is receiving. Until the end of the study and the results are in, only the study statisticians know for sure. Sometimes experiments cannot be conducted so that it's double-blind. Instead, they are single-blind. Single-blind happens when either the subject knows which treatment they are receiving and the people interacting with them do not, or the people interacting with the subjects know which individuals are assigned to each treatment, but the subjects do not. So why do we need a placebo? A group of migraine sufferers are recruited to test a new drug that is designed to reduce the number of migraines per month. Half of the subjects were randomly assigned to a new drug, while the other half of the subjects were assigned to a placebo. The subjects that received the drug saw a 30% reduction in migraines per month, while the placebo group saw a 20% reduction in migraines per month. Is there enough evidence to say that migraine medication does reduce migraines? So researchers need to know whether the treatment is effective compared to the results of merely receiving a treatment, the placebo effect. The researchers are looking to see whether the evidence is statistically significant. Statistical significance means an observed effect is so unlikely that it would rarely occur by chance. In the migraine study, the researchers would need to use statistical measures, which we'll discuss in a later chapter, to determine whether the reduction of migraines by 30% is statistically significant, and therefore whether the drug is effective. Can we always perform an experiment? Sometimes ethics prevents us from designing an experiment. For example, does regular church attendance lengthen people's lives? Does taking a painkiller during pregnancy affect the unborn child? Does talking on a cell phone while driving increase the risk of having an accident? All 3 of these examples are questions our ethics, and therefore we can't really conduct an experiment to test these questions out. Instead, our next best case is when experiments are not possible, observational studies will do.